Hello, guys. For this time, I would like to talk about life on drive. So, I have an idea about top 10 highway driving tips. Most of us love road trips, weekend getaway, or week-long adventure trips, whichever sort of drive it may be or whatever season it is. Going away with friends and family is among the most easy to take at vacations. But while the idea of a driving holiday is great, there are some guidelines you should follow to make the trip safe and fun. Road conditions in our country are unpredictable, especially on highway with no traffic enforcers. It is basically a jungle out there. Therefore, you must be even more cautious in this situation. So, here are some important things to bear in mind before you set off on that road trip. Number one, uh, pick a speed and stick to it. Speed is one of the most overlooked aspects when it comes to highway driving. Maintaining high speeds uh, on highway is easy as roads are wider and traffic is generally light. If there are signs that show a speed limit of 80 kph, use them as a guide and stick close to those. They are primarily for your safety and that of others on the road, and you should always try to comply with them. This, however, it is not easy. There is no enforcement to begin with, and then you often try and keep up with the rest of the traffic, all of whom are likely to be going too quick. So, the best things to do is assess the road, see the condition, and set your pace. Wet road, night driving, high speeds, and tight packed highway should instantly set off alarm bell. Take hits, slow down. If the road opens up and the visibility is good, by all means speed up a bit and enjoy the road, but be smart about it and always keep braking distance in mind. Number two, lane changing. Switching lane is among the most important driving maneuvers. It's become especially crucial on a highway where most vehicles travel at high speeds. Do it wrong and the consequences can be severe. One of the most common mistakes made is driving in the wrong lane. Before you change from one lane to another, recognize the speed difference between the lines and accordingly alter your vehicle's speed. The rightmost lane is just for overtaking. Called the fast lane, it is often initiated as a secondary driving lane. A slow moving car can be a danger here. If you need to change your line, make sure you give the appropriate signals and keep an eye on the differential in speed. Make a move only once you are sure there is a gap safe enough. Number 3, keep safe distance between vehicles. While driving on the highway, keep a wide distance between your vehicle and those around you. A traffic is always unpredictable, and there could be a situation where the vehicle ahead of you could suddenly brake. Safe distance between that vehicle and yours buys you enough time to brake or avoid collisions. Always follow the 3-second rule. Look for a bridge or signboard as a reference point and check the time you take to get there after the car in front of you passes it. It is advised to keep this time at a minimum of 3 seconds. At night, increase that time to around 5 seconds. Be more cautious if you are driving through heavy rains or fog. Number 4, overtaking. Another crucial aspect of highway driving is overtaking. According to a recent survey of all accidents on high-speed roadways, the maximum occur due to error of judgment when overtaking. Correct judgment and timing are the primary points of focus while overtaking. First, anticipate the speed of the vehicle in front of you by giving the upcoming car a long hard look. Think movie, not snapshot. The former will help you judge speed. Check for vehicles approaching from behind before you pull out from the line. Make sure you have the appropriate gear selected. A higher gear will take more time. Hence, going to a lower gear is advised. Once you have overtaken the vehicle, do not suddenly move back into the driving lane. Build the gap between yours and the overtaken vehicle, and only once it seems appropriate. Switch back. Remember, these directions are for dual carryaway. On a single carryways, you have to be a lot more careful. Not only do you have to keep an eye on vehicle approaching from behind, but also on those coming right at you. Switch lanes only if the distance from oncoming traffic looks enough for you to complete the maneuver safely and flash your lights to signal the approaching vehicles. Remember, when overtaking, you are in the oncoming line and you should exit it as soon as possible without cutting off the vehicle you are going past. Hesitating during this move could cut down the safe distance between you and oncoming traffic and force the vehicle being overtaken to brake suddenly. Number 5, appropriate signaling. As much as you should be aware of the movement of vehicles around you, it is equally important that you notify another motorist on the road about about your movement. Always indicate when changing lines, and in case you notice a diversion or an obstruction ahead that require you to brake suddenly, turn on your hazard well before stopping and start cutting down the pace. Make sure to indicate when rejoining the highway after stop. Number 6, keep a check around using the mirror. Mirror on your car are like an extra set of eyes. It is highly important to check the mirrors constantly. Make it a habit to glance at all 3 mirrors. Every time you want to make a move, take a look at the inside rear view mirror. The wing mirror should also be looked at regular intervals. While overtaking and changing lines, the first things to do is to check if a vehicle is approaching from the rear. Beware of blind spots, as mirrors cannot project the entire view. Sometimes the vehicles might be past the mirror range and right beside your car, so be careful. You can install blind spot mirrors, which are basically small fish-eye mirrors that can be attached to the side mirrors. They give you a wider range and help reduce blind spots. Rear view mirrors nowadays have a day-night function by which you can reduce the headlight reflection of motorists behind you. Auto-adjusting rear view mirrors are also available in the market for Rs 1,500 onwards. Number 7, pit stops. Stop at regular interval is crucial while on long highway drives. Mishaps due to driver fatigue are the cause for about 20% of the accident on highways. Pushing yourself just make up time in the last things you would want to do on a long drive. A tendency to enter a trance like state after continuous driving is a common trait you might experience and is called highway hypnosis. Driving long hours at a constant speed and on similar roads with a cabin at constant temperature leads to the above mentioned phenomenon. Stay hydrated and also keep switching between circulating and fresh air modes on the aircon. A change in temperature helps you stay more alert. If you are too drowsy to make it to the next checkpoints, take a quick nap by the side of the road. If you aren't alone, keep swapping drivers. Also avoid letting the fuel level drop below quarter tank. Roads ahead might not have fuel station or might be closed. Do not take a chance. Number 8, rains or wet road. Driving in wet condition, increases the risk factor even more. There are many poorly maintained vehicles on the road which leak oil and fluids. Mixed with rainwater, this is a dangerous combination, and if you are not careful, there could be serious consequences. Restrict your speed and avoid wet patches and puddles if you can. Driving through pools of water at high speed should be avoided at all costs, as it may lead to the car hydroplaning, wherein the tires lose grip and traction, and the car could spin out of control. And also avoid braking all too hard, as it is difficult for uh, tires to gain grip on wet roads and can lead to the vehicle skidding off the road or into another vehicle. During heavy rains, keep the headlights on even during the day, as it helps other motorists see your vehicle. Use your hazards only if you come to a stop. Number 9. Night driving. Traveling during the night should be avoided as much as possible. However, if you absolutely must drive at night, proper visibility is essential. Keep your windshields clean and all the lights working. Aim the headlights as per your sitting position and make sure you don't set them too high, as they might disturb motorists ahead. Similarly, try not to use the high beam while overtaking or when you are close to the vehicle ahead. Stay alert, as most truck and bus drivers are drowsy due to driving all day and may react slower than you would expect. Number 10. Breakdowns. In an unfortunate situation where your vehicle has had a breakdown, it is important to keep calm and follow these steps. Slow down gradually and start moving to the shoulder of the highway. Stop carefully with the car well under the shoulder lines and switch your hazard light on. Place the hazard triangle behind the car at about 10 to 15 feet to warn other motorists. Examine the damage and accordingly call for assistance. And also note down highway assistance contact and look for emergency call boxes too. They are available throughout the highway at set distance. At night, switch on the interior lights to make the vehicle as visible as you can. Always try and stay in the vehicle until help arrives. Driving on a highway requires concentration and presence of mind. Following the rules is not only safer for you but also for other motorists. Also, having a well-maintained car reduces the chance of any problem cropping up. Okay, now I'm going to a car. We are going to driving, and then you will see this video. We driving, me and my husband and my kids behind, and my family. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoy my video. Don't forget click like, comment and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.